Come back, yes, Pep Guardiola versus Jose Mourinho. Who is the better coach amongst these two great men? Pep Guardiola has actually coached Barcelona, and right, he has also coached Bayern Munich and presently Manchester City. And for Jose Mourinho, we've seen him at Porto, we've seen him at Chelsea, we've seen him at Real Madrid, and now Manchester United. He has done great with all these club sides. He has won trophies with all these club sides. But then, who is the better coach amongst these two? I've got Amazing Ishike right here in the studio, and of course I've got Olalekan Yusuf. But before that, let's quickly take this Adeyinka from Yaba. He's saying to me, it would be a good addition to Chelsea if he could choose to come. I like him as a serious player to any team. That's talking about Alexis Sanchez. But we've moved on from that. Now we're talking about Pep Guardiola versus Jose Mourinho. Who is the better coach? Send us some messages as I've got my guys in the studio. Welcome to the show, guys.
Very good afternoon. Feels good to be back on the show, Doka, and it's a wonderful day. Disappointing outing for the Chan Eagles yesterday, but it feels great to be here to do what I love to do.
Very true. Ishike, amazing. Welcome.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Ready to go. I've been enjoying the show back on the background.
Backstage,
backstage, but it's fun. Good to be here.
Exactly. Now let's go straight to what it is. We've seen these two coaches. We know their pedigree. We've seen their CVs and everything. But fans still argue. They don't know which of them to pick. Some say Mourinho is better than Pep Guardiola. Some have said Pep Guardiola is better than Jose Mourinho. They've dropped stats and all that. But then I'll ask both of you, which of these coaches would you pick as the better coach?
Oh, well, for me, I think I'll always prefer to go with Pep Guardiola any day, any time for me. I think he has shown from time past that he has the pedigree. He has what it takes to lead a team to victory. In terms of maybe in terms of trophies, maybe still lagging behind when it comes to that. But of course, in terms of his philosophy, in terms of his man-to-man management, in terms of his attitude, I would say he's a better coach than Jose Mourinho. And I would say his style of football so far, he has proven to the world that he can coach anywhere. Barcelona to Bayern Munich to Manchester City. You will see that his philosophy still shows when he brings it to the table. And for me, he will always be the best.
Always be the best. You agree with that?
Jose Mario dos Santos, Felix Mourinho, to me, is the better coach between Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho. Now, you talk about pedigree. What makes a coach of pedigree? We have seen lots of football coaches in the world today, from Arrigo Sacchi to the likes of Carlo Ancelotti, to the likes of Carlos Alberto Pereira, who has won the World Cup twice, to a lot of other coaches. Now, Jose Mourinho ranks in that category. Maybe because he still hasn't won a national team trophy because he has not had the opportunity of coaching a national team. Now, take a look at his career from his days as an interpreter to Brian Robs to Sir Bobby Robson, from the days of Benfica to the days of Porto, down to FC Barcelona. He also worked with Louis van Gaal. 2002, 2003, he became the coach of FC Porto. Fourth season, he took over when they were in fifth position. He made sure they finished on the third position. He took them to the UEFA Cup for the very first season. He won the trophy. In 2003, against the day Deschamps led AS Monaco with the likes of Dado Perso and Shabani Nonda. He won the trophy. On route to that particular victory, he also won Almighty Sir Alex Ferguson, becoming the first coach in a very, very long while to win the trophy for FC Porto since 1965. Now, Jose Mourinho, from his days at FC Porto to the days at Chelsea to the days at Inter Milan, back to Chelsea, Real Madrid, and now at Manchester United, he is definitely one to be reckoned with. Compared to Pep Guardiola, he's a better coach because now when you talk about football, you talk about coaches. Who do you want? Ask an Arsenal fan today. An Arsenal fan would rather tell you that I want a coach who play boring football and give me the trophies instead of a coach who play beautiful football and give me a heart attack. Wow. Jose Mourinho is the coach who will guarantee you of a trophy no matter how bad it is. Let me take you back to the Estadio de Dragão in Porto, the home ground of FC Porto. Now take a look at the team he inherited. Who knew Deco before then? Who knew Ricardo Carvalho? Who knew Victor Bayer? Who knew Paulo Ferreira? He brought in Manish, who was out of contract at Benfica, to come win the trophy for him. He took over at Chelsea. Roman Abramovich came with the money bags. Definitely, they were desperate. Some people will come here and tell me, yes, he spends a lot of money, but I've got facts to back the fact that Pep Guardiola is also a coach who has not won anything without spending money. So for me, Jose Mourinho is the better coach.
Okay, let's take messages from our WhatsApp platform 081-881-05-227. This is from David from Ota. I would choose Pep over Jose Mourinho. Pep is a football genius. His attacking play is a joy to watch. David, thank you very much for your message. Keep the messages coming. Yeah, he has talked about style of play and all that. But he also said if you ask the Arsenal fans, they would rather have boring football than have trophies. But then I've seen that style of play. Jose Mourinho can be defensive, but he's the goal-getter. He gets the results. Pep Guardiola plays beautiful football. He also gets the results. We've seen both of them at Real Madrid.
But definition of beautiful football can be relative.
Very true. But it all boils down to the football.
If a coach decides to be conservative, could be beautiful to me.
And
if he decides to be expressive, could be beautiful to the next person. So it is very, very relative.
No. I don't think it's relative. I think as a footballer, as somebody who knows football, you should be able to decipher and know what good football is and what how being pragmatic is. Jose Mourinho is a pragmatic coach. Pep has flair. That's the difference. He has flair. He likes to attack. And he has a player who likes to move the ball. He attacks very well from the wide positions and likes to go for the goals. For him, attacking is the best form of defense. And I'll go with that any day, anytime. Now talk about Jose being better than Pep. No, talk about Jose being better than Pep. I'll give you reasons why. Come 5 years, 10 years, we'll always remember that Pep is better than Jose, because apart from the
you
ball,
will always remember.
I will always remember.
You will always remember Jose Mourinho as the head coach in 2010 to win the FIFA World Coach of the Year, which Pep Guardiola won in 2011. Now, Jose Mourinho is one of the only 5 coaches alongside the likes of Otmar Hitzfeld, alongside Johan Cruyff, which I'm coming back to at Bayern Munich, alongside Carlo Ancelotti, and one more coach to have won the UEFA Champions League with 2 different teams. Take a look at the team Inter Milan and the Giuseppe Meazza. Who thought they would be able to win the trophy? Rafa Benitez wasn't able to do it with the Italians, and he did it against all odds.
And that caused rift between Rafa Benitez and
Jose Mourinho till today.
Let's take this one. The stats speak for itself that Pep is a better manager than Mourinho. Head-to-head record, Pep is better. Trophy-wise, Pep is way ahead of Jose Mourinho. Football is about attacking and winning trophies. Pep has done it over time. Pep over Mourinho any day, anytime. We didn't leave your name and where you're texting us from, but then he has chosen Pep Guardiola over Jose Mourinho. We actually went to the streets. We asked football fans how they felt about these 2 managers. And of course, let's go on that break and show you what the fans had to say about Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho.